Many years ago, in a faraway land, there lived a people called the Israelites. 400 years had passed since Joseph brought his family into Egypt. But now the children of Israel were no longer honored guests. They were slaves. The whips of Pharaoh's taskmasters cracked across their backs. Oh, how the people of God cried out. And the Lord heard their groaning. Then God said, I will raise up for them a deliverer. His name will be Moses. One day, Pharaoh commanded that every Hebrew baby boy should be thrown into the Nile River. But one mother, Jochebed, with trembling faith, placed her baby in a basket and set him afloat upon the waters. And the child drifted into Pharaoh's own house. And his daughter lifted him from the river and called him Moses, meaning drawn from the water. And the very river meant for death became the place of deliverance. Moses grew up in Pharaoh's palace, yet his heart burned for his people. One day he saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew slave. In anger, he struck down the Egyptian and hid his body in the sand. But when Pharaoh heard, he sought to kill Moses. So Moses fled into the wilderness of Midian, a prince turned shepherd, forgotten by men, but never forgotten by God. One day while tending sheep, Moses saw a bush engulfed in flames, yet not consumed. And from the fire, the voice of God called, Moses, Moses, remove your sandals, for you stand on holy ground. I have seen the misery of my people. Go to Pharaoh and tell him, let my people go. But Moses trembled. Who am I to stand before Pharaoh? And the Lord answered, I will be with you. Then Moses went to Pharaoh and with boldness declared, Thus says the Lord, the God of Israel, let my people go. But Pharaoh laughed and said, Who is the Lord that I should obey his voice? Let me alone. So the Lord plagued Egypt with mighty plagues. The Nile turned to blood. Frogs covered the land. Gnats rose from the dust. Flies swarmed through Egypt. Livestock perished. Painful boils broke out on man and beast. Hail destroyed the crops. Locusts devoured what remained. And thick darkness swallowed the land. With each plague, Egypt cried out in fear, but Pharaoh's heart remained unyielding until at last, God commanded Israel to sacrifice a lamb and place its blood upon their doorposts. Then the Lord said, When I see the blood, I will pass over you, and no plague will touch you. And so at midnight, the destroyer swept through Egypt. Death visited every Egyptian household, but the houses marked with blood were spared. And Pharaoh broke. He cried out, Go, leave Egypt at once. Then Moses led Israel out of Egypt, but Pharaoh pursued them with chariots and horsemen. Israel found themselves trapped. The Red Sea was before them. Moses lifted his staff and the waters split in two. Israel crossed on dry ground. But when Pharaoh's army pursued, the Lord brought the waters crashing down and not one survived. That day, the Lord saved Israel from the hand of Pharaoh. And the people sang, The Lord is my strength and my song. He has triumphed gloriously. So this is the story of the Exodus, the story of God's deliverance, the story of our salvation.